Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. For those of you who are watching this in real time, happy blue moon portal. Yes, it's the full moon, blue moon portal. Lots and lots of intense energies going on. Pretty much that's all there's going on lately, right? It's plenty of intensity happening, plenty of changes. And to those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter tomorrow. And these messages I have for April are, I think, really going to make you happy because there are some really huge ones as to the transitions that are going on right now, and a lot of great information that the angels want you to know at this time to help keep you on your journeys, keep you committed, have you understand that things are moving in the right direction. So if you have been feeling hopeless about things or feeling like you're stuck and nothing's going anywhere, I am hoping that these channel messages will change your mind, maybe reconfirm some things for you. For those of you who are new to the channel, I welcome you here, and I always say this. I'm noticing how people are guided to the channel, and they're clicking on the videos, and lo and behold, there were messages that were personal for their journeys, and they were just meant to be here. So I thank your guides and your angels for doing that. And for those of you who have subscribed to the channel and it has been helping you out, and you've been telling me either through your emails or working with you or even on the comments, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to continue being here on YouTube to help you out on your journeys. My work is available to everyone as a medium, as a divine channeler, as a remote spirit extractor specialist, but I am a twin flame, so I do understand the twin flame journey very well. I've been on it for a number of years now, and it's really, really wonderful to have people, give me feedback of how supportive that my work has been for them, basically. And I went through a lot on my journey, still go through a lot. I'm going through a lot of the same challenges and the same shifts as you guys. So it's really a pleasure to be here. I'm going to get into these messages now, and if you do resonate with any of these, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, I try my best to get back to as many as I possibly can. Also, that just reminds me too, for those of you who have been contacting me for readings, if you can just give me about like 2 to 3 days or so to approximately turnaround time to get back to you to respond. I'm getting a lot of inquiries, which is great. But just give me a little bit of time to respond. If you don't hear from me for a few days, it's just that I'm so overloaded with readings, with clearings, have my own journey as well, and so I'm just trying to keep myself and everything in balance. But I will be getting back to you soon, so I really appreciate your patience with me. So I'm going to be reading these messages, and as a actual channeler, I am able to do automatic writing, which is what this is. So the energy comes through me, and I'm just typing. I'm somewhat aware of what I'm typing, but not fully until I read it all back. I'm also a physical channeler as well. For those of you who are interested in readings, who have had readings with me, it gets pretty interesting because I'm able to actually have your angels speak through my body as well as your twin's higher self many times. So really unique work, and but for this, I'm going to be reading what I actually channeled by automatic writing. So here we go, and this is for the month of April. Beloveds, it is our pleasure to deliver to you the messages for April, in which we are sure you will be quite pleased to hear. April will bring about magnificent changes that will bring about new and uncharted territory dimensionally. 5D upgrading continues on, and the layout for the 5D transition commences. The bodies will be more crystalline. So our bodies will be more crystalline, and the earth itself will be of lesser density than ever before. Many of you are noticing that there are lights or orbs that are coming into view in your peripheral vision, and this is because many of us are assisting with this transition, and so you are watching us at work. And it's very interesting because I have caught some blue orbs. Sometimes I see little sparkles of light, but I've been catching like little little colored lights. So let me know if you're actually seeing that as well, just like lasts for a second. So much is becoming less dense, and so even the outlines of your common space are becoming somewhat wavery and fluid. And I just wanted to mention something about that. I've had two different incidences of this, and this is not to scare anyone, but this is just to show you the stark reality of how much the 5D is coming into the planet now. Is that this cabinet right here, the door, the other night I actually saw like the actual transparent version over this, and it was transparent, and it was just very, very strange. And it's like that must have been the 5D layout they were talking about. There was another time where I saw the actual corner of my sink. It actually, the corner just disappeared for a second. And, at that point, when you see things like this, you're like, oh my God, am I crazy? Maybe it's just my eyes, or is my mind playing tricks with me or something like that. But it's kind of like, there was a glitch in the matrix. So I don't know if any of you have been seeing interesting things going on in your common space, maybe even picking up like the actual grid lines in your physical space, but let me know, because we are actually able to perceive a lot more of this now. So they continue on, your world in truth is fluid, and dimensional reality is about one's perception and their interactions with that perception. There are also changes with communication and how this is perceived, as well as how it is used. Many of you will be experiencing much higher levels of communication. This communication is with those who are in the spirit world, those from our angelic dimension, the nature spirit realm, as well as with your own higher selves and your beloveds. There are pictures, sounds, and frequencies being perceived at a much higher level, and there is mind-to-mind communication taking place just as frequently as your modern-day technology. And I've been hearing this from a lot of twin flame clients. I've definitely been experiencing this as well, as that telepathy has been off the chain. It has been constant. So if you are hearing responses back in your head from your beloved, and you're thinking maybe you're crazy, and maybe you want to think it, but you don't think it's possibly your beloved, it is. Definitely don't second guess it, because telepathy is really becoming clearer and clearer as we go through these portals. All is fluid is the message. Your thoughts are fluid, your emotions, the physical reality, all that you wish to create at this time will be instantaneous and fluid. Okay, so it's definitely the best idea to be aware of the thoughts that we think and the emotions that we put behind them, because with these types of energies and with 5D living coming into focus, everything is off of thought and intention. Those emotions that we put behind it, things are being instantly created. So yes, that gives us the power to be able to create the type of world we wish to live in. So let's do so in the most positive way we can, become more aware of the types of thoughts that we are thinking throughout our day. Love is fluid like the ocean, and this will be more apparent as love washes over your world and reveals truth more than ever before. April, we will ask you to be of your utmost strength and to understand that this strength will not let you down, because your strength will be carrying you through to the next phase in which many of you have been anticipating. What is this next phase? This next phase is manifested love and the union of the beloveds. So I will say this again in case any of you are questioning whether or not this will be true for you and your beloved. The next phase is manifested love and the union of the beloveds. Those of you who are twins have been going through many challenges and hardships, many emotional, painful times that have left so many of you wondering if the pain would ever end and if union in the manifested world would ever take shape. We say to you that it is time. And what's interesting about this is that the other day I literally heard in my head, it is time. And I was like, time for what? And the sense that I got was that my angels was telling me that it was time for manifested union. So it was time for all of this to come together. And so this was also channeled for all of you. It is time for these unions, and this is how they confirm it. It is time for these unions to be called into manifested form. And so, like a great army that is called to duty, we are calling you into action so that love may end all wars. The manifested union is what many of you have been grieving over and questioning. And this is not to be questioned, because we promise you that the time is here for all to come together and to serve the planet as great waves of the ocean of love. The beloved that is currently awakening is sensing that they have this duty. They are heeding the call. Even if they have not stepped forward into their own role yet, we are bringing to them all in which will bring them into realization of what you have currently been understanding. So please know that your beloveds are being caught up. And although they may be hidden at this time and not communicating with you, those of you who are twin flames, understand that all is still in progress and they are being assisted. And it's very important to understand that, to accept that, to believe it, but also to really be patient with that. Really be patient as this unfolds. The orchestration of the meetings and the reunions will be of perfect nature. There is no need to be concerned about your beloved not coming into awareness of their hearts, for this is already happening behind closed doors, we assure you. They are not without personal experiencing and questioning of these experiences. They are receiving the downloads and upgrades from each and every portal of light, and the intensity is unwavering. The intensity of these portals will address all that is in the highest good and this cannot be stopped nor ignored. All who are on the planet at this time are impacted by the light and love, and as a twin flame, they are especially called by the divine to bring the world a new template of love relationship. We have not deceived anyone on the twin flame journey. We have not made promises without keeping them. We have not shown signs and synchronicities without these revealing truth that is meant to manifest. Numbers, names, birthdays, connections, songs, visions, dreams, telepathy, feelings, and knowingness. We have assisted all along with your remembrance, and thus we are assisting your counterpart with theirs. They are not without these very same things. However, they will come to the conclusion at a much more accelerated rate than you have previously come to. So there's that, your beloved being caught up to speed with you. So not to worry about that. Why is this, you ask? This is simply because the transition into the 5D reality is upon humankind. And these twin flame unions are an important leadership in this event. This union could happen very quickly when you least expect it, and this could truly be a surprise turnaround for many of you who have let go and released it. In fact, the mere fact that you have let go and released gave us the power to intervene even more on your behalf, and we encourage all who are resisting or forcing to give us free rein. Really important there. So if you have been struggling with that, which it's very easy to do, please know that when you are able to let go and to release what is not working for you, if you release the control basically and hand it over to God, to Goddess, to your angels, they are then able to step in and assist more. Okay, so sometimes releasing is really one of the best actions you can take. With free reign, we will design the perfect scenario and set up as what you would refer to as synchronicity. This would be called synchronistic positioning. Yes, it is beyond what you could expect. And we will be able to assist with this more once you have given up, so to speak. Not that you would no longer believe in your beloved returning, but that you would give up on forcing and over-focusing on what is transpiring or hasn't transpired or what you think will transpire. From moment to moment, energy changes. Every moment is different and unique. The plan can change. the timing and environment can shift. And so to over focus on what you think will happen and when, on what you think will happen and when, that is when energy and time are wasted. So please think about that. That's something that is really, might be something to release now with this full moon, because full moons are always fantastic for releasing. So if you are over focusing on when is this going to happen, when is this going to happen, how is it going to take place, how is there going to be a solution for this, they are inspiring us to let go of all of these expectations and release it fully. And they're saying that, not to waste the moments, not to waste your energy with this, that it's actually not helping your situation, and it's really detracting from you staying present and living your life. And it's always encouraged to stay present and live your life. Do the best that you can each day. Be the best version of yourself. Really tend to yourself and let them handle the details, because they handle them best. So we encourage all on the twin flame journey to let go and let all be fluid. So going with the flow of events. The best is yet to come, and we are fine-tuning all for the transition, or the event as you refer to it on your plane. And we are assisting with each and every aspect of this and your beloved. Breathe and be in the now. Take great advantage of the accelerated manifesting on your plane, and bring yourself into a state of balance and peace. When you remain steady and in the love, all can flow, and without resistance, the dominoes shall be aligned, or as they say, the stars shall align you. The love that you are and the love that is a part of you will merge into one, and this can also include the connections with several soulmates. Now, this has been coming up with some clients, and this has been causing a little bit of a confusion, and I'm glad that they kind of delved into this to explain this, because this is currently happening for some people. This has caused confusion with those who are on the twin flame journey. However, your soulmates are drawn back to the one. The one soul that you originally are, the one love. All of your soulmates come forth to mirror your current energies and to assist in moving through blocks or karmic debt unpaid. The souls are all in love, and they are to be welcomed as an opportunity to achieve greater completion. The intensity of the soulmate is grand indeed. However, if you have chosen the twin flame path, it is to continue into manifestation for the benefit of templating and transmutation that it can achieve. If you have recently encountered a soulmate while on the twin flame journey, ask us what is the purpose of this encountering and what healing can occur through love. You may ask us if you are still a twin. However, the answer will always remain the same. The journey still stands and will continue on as planned, even though a soulmate connection may be necessary for some to heal in an accelerated manner in order to swiftly come into manifested union with the direct counterpart or twin flame. A twin soul is a soul that is split into two and can contain fragments of souls, which be referred to as soulmates. A twin flame is the two split at the very end of the dissection on both sides of the split. I hope you guys caught that. So a twin flame is basically the split at the very end of the dissection on both sides of the split, one across from the other. This would be such as two who are facing each other in holy matrimony. Within a religious ceremony, the bride will be on the left with her family, seated there. The groom on the right with his family seated. And we hope this explanation could put to rest much of this confusion. Please understand, however, that the twin soul is the original soul that was split. So that was the twin soul, they're saying, is the soul that was split into two. And then we have splitting on this side. And the two souls that are left on those both sides, those would be considered the direct counterparts, one holding the divine masculine, the other holding the divine feminine. Okay, so just to, using my hands to just better describe that and just to explain it to you, because I know that a lot of people are confused about that, but this is what I've received channeling. A twin flame, please understand, however, that the twin soul is the original soul that was split and thus further down from that. A twin flame positioning of the last two remaining souls of that split, which I just demonstrated, are within the position to be the direct feminine and masculine attributes, and therefore they are complementary. They are given sparks within the heart space, and this would be the holy sacred fire or flame that burns intensely and brightly for the other to come back home to. It is a complexity of soul dissection to the human race. However, please understand the oneness that we speak of. This is the love between all soulmates, whether in the twin flame position or otherwise. And that's always, I think, the highest way of looking at it is that it is all love. However, the complementary counterparts have a specific role from the bottom up as far as benefiting the other souls in your group. All souls of the dissection are to be considered various aspects, and therefore they are all one with yourself, all a part of you, the essence. Okay, the twin flames, of course, are able to bring forth the holy matrimony, given their balanced complementary nature. This is what it is all about. The twin flames are called to bring this holy matrimony to the earth plane at this time, so that true unconditional love can permeate the earth and become the catalyst for all other souls to experience. This is the greatest love movement of all time, and so when there are doubts and fears regarding your own union's participation in this great deed, please understand that this is something that will indeed proceed by the Mother, Father, and Christ. This April, love is alive. It is reborn. It is a great wave of miracles. We ask for you to believe and be open to these miracles and understand that all will be achieved. Thank you for allowing us to speak. Angels, angels, angels. Wow. So I think it's really incredible, some of the things that are going on right now, and it is definitely not stopping. And I really feel like that any type of worry that any of you have had out there regarding this journey, that it really is a waste of time and energy to put that worry out there, because everything really truthfully is being guided and being supported. And it really is about just, catching ourselves when we are in resistance, when we're attempting to force the situation, when we're attempting to script how we feel it should go. And it's really not helping us. It's really not helping us along. And the more we can focus on ourselves and focus on healing and being the best versions of ourselves and not worrying about the timing and not worry about the circumstances, the details of how we're going to come back together into union with our beloveds, the more we can hand that over to the divine beings, and they can assist us much greater than we've ever had thought possible. I mean, they can come in and they can really create the correct timing for that and the correct type of situation. So it's really up to us to remain really, really flexible with that. And it's true that as channelers too, when we receive a certain information about how things are going to play out, to just be really open to the interpretation of what we're receiving and be really flexible with what we're getting about the future, because the future is really open to change. So wherever we are at energetically, that may be setting up the dominoes for what that possible future event could be. But at the same time, as we shift, as our energy changes, that does change a lot of timing. It changes what would be the perfect scenario. And that's why I think that it's really best to not stay so attached to the future. to just really stay as present as we can and really give, like they said, give free rein to them, so that way they are able to work things out for everyone's highest good. And knowing that this will absolutely happen, that manifested union is meant to be for twin flames, is something that I think is really important, because I often get people contacting me wondering if this is no longer going to be true for them. Either they feel like their beloved has taken 10 steps back and they're not communicating with them, and so they feel like this is just not possible anymore, or whether someone else, like a soulmate, had stepped in temporarily and this is for healing reasons. But if you are twin flames, it's really important to know that you are so needed now, and they are being called into action, which means the embodiment of this. And so that is the last and final phase, and it is the work that is so impactful on this planet. So you are needed. For those of you who aren't on the twin flame journey, what's happening to the planet right now is really amazing. It is truthfully going to be so much different than what it used to be in 3D. We are leaving all of that behind and coming into the highest authentic versions of ourselves. Our light bodies are upgrading, our physical bodies are upgrading. We are understanding our potentials, we are understanding our abilities and gifts. We are feeling that pull to want to help people, whether it's helping to clean up the planet, whether it's helping to evolve a certain field. We have a lot of people who are light workers who are looking to really make a difference. We have twin flames, yes, of course, that are here to make a difference, but we have a lot of high-level souls who are here, who have chosen to be here in this incarnation to really make a difference and to really anchor the light. Really anchor the light and anchor the love, and really bring the world a whole brand new reality. So there's going to be so many amazing changes for everybody. Twin flames in particular, though, do have a very, very strong role in leadership here. Yes, it's very true. And really bringing that unconditional love and making that the new normal, bringing that making that available basically to everybody. So we are not going to be seeing karmic scenarios playing out anymore, and relationships based on ego, based on personalities. We're really going to be seeing the unconditional love, and that's going to be spreading. So we're going to be having real soul, heart-to-heart connections happening here, real divine love, really just completely infusing the earth. So really exciting times, and really excited about this, and I hope with the twin flame information that this clarified some of it. This is what I received, and I think it's many people have questions and they get confused with it, and it's kind of gets complex when you talk about soul groups and the dissection of the souls and all of that. But the best thing to realize is that there's love between all of our soul groups, all of our soulmates, and it just happens to be that twin flames have a particular intensity, a particular very deep love and understanding, and a specific mission. Okay, and they are able to merge on all levels. Okay, and this benefits all the souls. It definitely benefits all the souls. So it's really very, very important. So let me know how you resonated with these messages and some of the experiences you have been having. Always love hearing them. Lots of kind of crazy things going on now as to what we're perceiving and how we're communicating, and a lot more clarity with that. So this is just keeps on going, and we're going to get to where we need to be. So there's no need to fear about anything. You are absolutely, I believe, where you should be. And the times that we block ourselves, it's just a matter of us recognizing those blocks and releasing those blocks. But as I can tell from channeling for so many people around the world, so many of us are going through the very same stages of things. And that's the beautiful thing about modern day technology, is that we can speak to each other. We realize that we're not alone in these experiences. And, hey, I've been having telepathy and I've been having synchronicities off the charts and seeing triple numbers. Have you? And lo and behold, you're not crazy. So many other people are having the very same thing. So we're able to help each other. So that's a beautiful thing about modern technology. So that's all for this month, and I'm wishing you all a very happy Easter, happy full moon, of course, tonight, blue moon, and thank you everyone who has contacted me and communicated with me. It's been wonderful. The website that you can visit, you can contact me to see about a reading, and I'll check to see if you're a vibrational match. It's theparanormalpriestess.com. And I'm also on Facebook. I have my Facebook page, The Paranormal Priestess, and I'm on Twitter at Para Priestess YT, also Para_Priestess. This is my personal Twitter. And I love to be in touch with you. Just be as patient as you can with me, because I am trying my best to navigate everything as well, and be able to just keep myself energetically balanced as I do my own mission, helping you out. So, love you guys. Take care, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Love you. Bye.